I'm so glad I was almost about to wear the exact same thing tonight, so that would have been awkward. So you guys having a good time? Having fun? It's a hell of a show we got going on. So the next we're going to bring up Steve Nagy. He's the organizer for this entire event. He's also going to be a part of the Run Walk. I want to make sure I get this right. The Cancers Below the Belt, the Underwear Affair on June 5th. That's where most of the money is going tonight. So we want to thank you guys for coming out. And we're going to bring up Steve Nagy, everybody, a.k.a. Captain FancyPants. Or as I like to refer to him as the Death Talk guy.
All right. As Mark just said, I get to do the Cancer Death Talk. Which is the coveted position for anyone who represents a charity on a comedy night. So I get to talk to you all about the whole cancers below the waist thing. But yeah. Actually, this whole uniform is what we use to promote the Underwear Affair. It's great because it is the key to taking over the world, which you might not understand quite yet. But really, doing this will help you take over the world, or at least change it in a whole lot of ways. And the whole idea behind this is that looking awkward in public, but with confidence, is how you can get away with anything that you want. This last weekend, exactly. This last weekend we were actually up in Red Deer at the Taboo Sex Show, and I had naked people with their boyfriends on chains coming up to me and saying dude, that takes guts. These people are freaking naked! I am actually clothed, fully clothed from head to toe. I just got the order wrong. But it works. It works really well. It's this doing things that are awkward in public with confidence is actually how anyone who has changed the world in the past has done it. Now, think to yourself about all the people who have ever changed the world. Okay, immediately, you're probably thinking some good people. If you think about people who have taken over the world, you're looking at all those Hitlers and Mussolinis and Stalins and Bush. Sorry, it's standard. I had to do it. It was part of the contract, don't worry. But then if you think for a little bit longer and you think about the good people, you're most likely going to get those big ones. The whole Jesus, Mohammed, Barack Obama, Batman thing. And I swear, the whole reason that they do it, it's the same reason I do, it's because we're short. Don't Google Barack Obama's height. He's, for that amount of basketball talent, he's pretty short. Don't worry, he's 6'1". Anyway, but it's all about figuring out why you want to change the world, doing those awkward things in public with confidence. And the tyrants do it for pissed off little teenage angsty reasons like, oh, my loaf of bread cost 30,000 marks after World War I. Thanks, Versailles Treaty. But the ones who... Thank you, comics in the back. But the ones who do it for good usually do it because they see some form of injustice in the world and they want to try and remedy that in one way or another. And I don't know, this concept really stuck with me from a very, very early age. It's right from the get-go. My parents let me watch Ninja Turtles and Ghostbusters and all those kinds of things, and I actually believed that superheroes were a real phenomenon. Not like Ninja Turtles were actually living in sewers in New York kind of real, but real in the way that I was willing to believe in them just because it made the world that much cooler. And then I took it upon myself to actually go out and do it. My first day of preschool, I walked into class dressed as Raphael, which meant that I had full green turtle shell on, red headgear type of thing, and told everyone that I was Raphael. And then from that point on, I kind of carried it through. My friends and I would dress up as Ghostbusters, and we would go around the neighborhood yelling things about Egon and Ray and capturing ghosts and making the world a safer place. And then as I got older, my methods with superheroism got a little bit more mature. We started stealing trampolines out of friends' backyards and then learning how to ninja replace them in the middle of the day while their parents were mowing the lawn, which was pretty cool. You know, you're mowing the lawn, you go for a little to the back, you come back out, there's a trampoline sitting on your freaking driveway. Kind of proud about that one. But then just recently, it became almost bigger. This last summer I was in Turkey, and I did almost like a pilgrimage across Turkey to this town called Batman, just for the fact that it was called Batman. There is nothing in the town of Batman whatsoever. Nothing except for a cave, which goes really well with the name, and bumper cars, which also goes really well with the name. And when you show up there, and you're wearing a Batman t-shirt with a cape, and you're walking around looking like some tourist idiot with a cape, you can do anything that you want. It is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But then I came back here, I had to get a job and things, and luckily the Alberta Cancer Foundation gave me a job that has allowed me to become as close to a superhero as I have ever been yet in my life. I get to dress up like this all of the time and walk around the streets of downtown, ride the C trains, go to business meetings like this, and nobody ever messes simply because they're like, oh, that dude definitely has a good reason for doing that. And I do. The whole reason is to be able to save lives, which you can't find a better reason. You can't find a better reason, and definitely not one to get you as close to being a superhero as possible. See, now, to become a superhero, you need just a few simple things. You need, you need a catchy costume. You need a catchy name. Thank you. You need a catchy name. Captain FancyPants. I like it. And you need a good nemesis. And you need a nemesis that is nice and relevant. And right now we've got all these nemesis that are like, they strike whenever you're not looking. They strike when you don't think that it will ever happen. They get your family members. They get you out of nowhere. It's that whole terrorism thing. It's no longer the megalomaniac up in the sky. No. It's at that small level where they get in there. And then once you have those three things, the nemesis, the catchy costume, and the catchy name, all you need is a nice little theme song. And it has to be catchy. And so, the theme song that I'm presenting it goes for the generation. It's got a little bit of a hip-hop style to it, a little bit of a throw-out to my years of Vanilla Ice and Run DMC and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And it's called The Cancer Rap. Featuring Captain FancyPants, and anyone feel free to toss in a beat to me. Toss it in. Oh yeah, we're gonna get this going. Kids, you got to listen, but the powers in the darkness you be missing. They strike fast and fierce, but with no cut of pain will they pierce. Just a lump on the side of your best friend's behind. You best catch it in time, or it might just slide out through the lymph nodes, over to the balls, wrap through the bowels, and then they will fall. Now I'm talking to you kids and your moms and your dads. Beating down cancer, we make it quite a fad. It's the cool thing to do if you got a pair of shoes. Raise a little money with when you join our crew. Come in your skibbies or your briefs or your blooms. Fighting self-destruction is what y'all do. We saved 630 lives last year. Alberta's bill of health never looked so clear. 16,000 peeps in AB alone diagnosed with cancer in the 2K10. The Cancer Foundation fighting death with your help. Now it's about time to hear you all yelp. All the testes in the house say ho. Ho. All the ovaries give me your O. Ho. O. Ho. O. Underwear affair breaking down what you know. Boundaries like dust, cancer turned to rust. Now to the registration on your table you must rush. Captain FancyPants out.
Captain FancyPants, everybody. Jeez. Bringing the beat. Once again, I was going to wear that secondly, but this one over. Oh man, it's awesome, man. Please make sure you register on your tables there when you get a chance, and it's awesome that you guys came out to support this walk run on June 5th. It's going to be awesome.